like us, absolutely.
Well, I mean, hard rock and heavy metal in general. It's. I was talking about this with Rex Brown from Pantera a few weeks ago, and he said that he feels great just selling 30,000 records, where back then that was, nothing.
Yeah, it was back 25 years ago. We would have sold 100,000 units our first week out.
Mhm.
And now it's 10,000 units. So it's really dropped truly tenfold. But the cool thing about it for us, which you can't really say for, I don't know if you can really say it. You'd have to go look at the stats to see if you can make this claim for any other band. But we somehow, in the decline of record sales era, we somehow managed to outsell all our other albums since 2005 twofold.
And
so
that's No More Hell to Pay?
Yes, our Reborn album and our Murder by Pride albums both sold just over 4,000 units first week out.
Wow.
So we've doubled sales with this album of any other album we've released since '05, and I really don't know. I'm not sure who's doing that these days, and that's really, really cool.
Yeah, and it's a great record. You said that in your opinion, it's the heaviest record you guys have done?
I think it's not a thrash,
Metallica, Anthrax kind of record.
Yeah, it's not thrash metal or anything. We never will be thrash metal, but for Stryper, it's our heaviest album, absolutely.
Mhm. Now, being a Christian hard rock heavy metal band, do you find that your fans are more in the Christian religion rather than not? Or because I know that even though you guys are a Christian hard rock and heavy metal band, there's been some things in the past where you guys get called out for not mentioning God in an album or something like that. So do you think that Stryper is well looked at in the Christian religion, even though you are a Christian hard rock and heavy metal band? Heavy metal specifically is always kind of associated with Satan and somehow weird ways like that. Right.
Well, I think, and I'm not saying this, asking for sympathy, and no pun intended with our new video and song called Sympathy, but we kind of get it from both sides, and we always have, and I think we always will. We're not 100% accepted in the Christian side, or in the church, if you will. And we're not 100% accepted on the mainstream side, or the world, if you will. It's just kind of the way it goes for us. I mean, we kind of can't win. And like you said, if we don't say the word Jesus on an album, 20 times, or however many times, we will get flack from Christians.
Yeah.
Not all, just a handful, but we will get flack.
Right.
Like, yeah, you're not as bold as you used to be. And then if we sing about Jesus too much, say the word Jesus too much, we'll get flack from the world saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm not going to listen to that." So, but what we do at the end of the day is we do what we need to do, what we want to do, and then everything is good and well.
So, do you let it? Do you guys ever feel obligated that you have to write an album? I think it was against the law, right? That you apparently didn't even mention the word God once, and that was controversial in some way. But do you feel obligated to write Christian lyrics and things about the Christian religion in your songs? Do you feel like you have to do that in an album, being a Christian band?
I think sometimes we feel the pressure to have to do that, but we don't let that take root. I mean, we do. This is art. We're artists. We're a band. We have our own calling from God, and we need to separate that from the outside world and not follow other people's views. When fans say, "Hey, we want to hear more screams and more guitar solos," take that kind of stuff into account. But when it comes down to what we want to sing about, how we want to present ourselves, we have to follow God's lead first and our lead second. And this is just the way Stryper's always been, and we really try not to take that into account so much, and listen to people in terms of sing more about Jesus or don't sing more about Jesus. We do what we need to do.
I don't know how much you really you seem pretty active on Twitter and stuff, but I don't know how much you really read any comments on blabbermouth.net or anything like that. Are you into doing that at all, seeing what people say on things about you?
I am, and it's funny because I was just posting on a board. I responded to some guy saying that the production of the new album was tinny and weak. And I went in and I said, really? Okay. I was very sarcastic. That's my sense of humor.
Yeah.
And I said, really? Okay, well, maybe you should become a producer. And
oh, yeah,
and maybe
that's right. You produced it.
Yeah, and maybe you should mix it.